Hello everyone, this is Arlene with Design with Arlene. Welcome back to my channel where I make video tutorials on paper projects. So today's project is a card made using this stamp set called Simply Succulents. It's a set of 8, and then it also has coordinating dies that go along with it. The die set includes this beautiful one piece that makes a beautiful background or an addition to your card layering, which I'll be using today. And then it also has these different designs right here too. The card base that I'm going to be using is a very vanilla this time. I know I usually work with Whisper White, but this is a very vanilla, so it's a nice cream color. I have started out with a piece that's 8.5 by 11 and then cut it down the middle and folded it in half. And so this makes our card base. I'll go ahead and crease that with my bone folder. And I also have some components of the card that I'm going to use. This is a piece of soft seafoam that's been cut to layer on top of the cardstock, the card base. And then using very vanilla, I went ahead and I cut one of this from the die cut, and you can see that intricate design there with some beautiful succulents that is a cutout there. And then using the dies and the stamps, I've gone ahead and pre-cut, stamped and cut out some. This is one of the stamps here from the set, and I cut it out using the dies, as well as the little flower pot here, and then just a label that I've cut from the same die set as well. So using my Memento black ink and the stamp, the word thanks, I'm going to just stamp that thanks right in the middle of the label that I have cut out from the die set. That's going to be for the front of our card. Next, I'm taking the piece of the soft seafoam, and I have one of our beautiful blending brushes. You can see they're made of lots of very fine bristles along here. It grabs the ink beautifully, and then it transfers it onto your cardstock or paper that you're using to transfer to add some ink. Just gives it a nice soft touch. So I'll start out with a lighter color. This is the Petal Pink, and just grabbing a little bit of ink onto my brush. I like to start out onto my scrap paper and just in a circular motion work my way in, so it gives it a nice soft look. It's a very light touch. This light pink is very, very light. So I've got a very, very light touch. I'm not even sure if the camera can pick that up. And then I'll be moving on to different colors. So I'll start out with the next color I'm going to do is the Calypso Coral. The same thing. You grab that ink from my ink pad, starting on kind of the edge, and then work my way in. This color you should be able to see a lot better. And the look I want is just a very soft, subtle background. And I'll change over to the Balmy Blue. Now you can see there's still some color on here. You can, if you want to, rinse this out in between. So I'll continue with the Balmy Blue, and then I'll finish off with the Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so I've used all 4 colors, very subtle. I don't want a lot of color in the background, and this is about the look that I want. You can see all the different colors that have blended together. And then I'm going to go ahead with this cutout here of all the succulents. I'll be going and doing the same technique with that. I'm going to start with some of the, I think the Calypso Coral, and just bring in and color some of those succulents on that stamp. Okay, and then also I have the green here, and going in on the others. Just in a circular motion. It's very soft. Those bristles just catch the ink there, and it transfers beautifully. And then let's do the blue. Here on the tip, and I think the bottom. Again, just a very subtle look. And then I also have the flower pot, and I'm going to color that one in the Calypso Coral using the same brush technique. Going on the edge, working around from the outer to the edge, and then working my way in. Okay, it just gives it a nice soft look right there. And then we'll put the card together. Okay, so we have our very vanilla card base here, and then just using some liquid glue, just going to take a little bit here and apply glue to the back of the die cut piece that's going to be layered on top of our soft seafoam cardstock that has been sponged on with our blending brush. And just carefully lay it over. I like to start in one corner, just have it flush against that, and then work my way around to that top and just gently tap on. If you need more glue on any areas, just go ahead and add that. And then next, going to add the flower pot. This is with some Stampin' Dimensionals here. Place that down here. And then again, just positioned where I want the flowers or the succulents to be placed, and taking Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll place these dimensionals more toward the top, and then I'll add a little bit of glue here since we don't need to have dimensionals. This is just going to be glued directly onto the flower pot like that. And then I'm going to add our sentiment again with a little bit of glue right here at the bottom. Same thing. So I have the Stampin' Dimensional on one side because it will be going on onto the layered part, but then it's also part of it's going to be just glued down onto the flower pot here. Okay, and then I have some linen thread. I'm just going to make a bow with this. I'm going to double this up. And then make a bow and trim the ends like this. Okay, and then just take a little glue dot here. Attach that like this. Okay, and then it's ready to add to our card base. Like this. And there you have a beautiful card made using the Simply Succulents Stamp Set. I hope you enjoyed this card. Please like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks and have a great day.